Willkommen in Zurich! Considered as one of the wealthiest countries here in Europe and offering the best quality of life, Zurich is considered a place to be when you are here in Switzerland. And there are a lot of things that this city has to offer. So come, join with me as we discover more of Zurich. So now we're off to Lindenhof. So we're wanted to see the whole of Zurich. So there's like a nice vantage point in there where you can see the whole view of the whole city. So as far as we are here, staying like for a few hours, we were so in love already with Zurich. Very, very nice city. One of the things that you have to do while you are here in Zurich is that you have to taste your water in the fountains. We have a lot of water fountains here, 1,200 plus water fountains, and one of the safest to drink. So there's no need for you to buy any water from any stores here, considering that it's very expensive here. So just take a sip from the fountain and have free water to drink.
Ja, hallo, guten Morgen zusammen. So, wir sind jetzt hier in Zürich und wir machen jetzt so eine Stadttour und wir sehen jetzt, dass die Stadt so schön ist und ich hoffe mal, dass wir dann später viel Spaß haben und wir werden mal schauen.
So while you're still here in Zurich, it's also best that you visit some of their best known churches in here. And they have really nice Romanesque and Gothic and Baroque style architecture of their churches. And they're very nice, you know, it's very authentic Swiss design. Look. So we're now currently in Frau Monster. So this is one of the evangelical churches here in Switzerland, in Zurich. So we're gonna come and see what's the inside. This is one of the most iconic churches in here, one of the most iconic structure that you can see here in Zurich, in their skyline. Let's see more of the church. So another best things that you can do here in Zurich is to admire River Limmat. So this is the major river that flows down here in Zurich, and they have also what they call Lake Zurich. So it's just down the corner next to the river, and just admire how this area in Zurich is. It's very amazing with the river, with these houses in here and some churches and the spires. Wow, very rustic and old. Zurich is one of the places to be when you're here in Switzerland. So we're gonna enter now another church, which is the Grossmonsterplatz. Grossmonster. Right here.
I'm married, that's my wife, but we have nothing to do. Climbing top of the church. Yes.
How many steps do you think it is? Huh? How many steps do you think it is that we're gonna climb?
How many steps? Like 179.
Wow. We're currently here in Groesmonster, so we're seeing the whole view of Zurich together with my very good friend here. So he introduced us to this place. We haven't even known that we can climb the tower on top of this church, which we can see a 360 panoramic view of Zurich, and we loved it so much. We're having so much fun, and I think this is one of the best things that you can do here in Zurich. So don't miss out seeing the city from up above. So you can choose from whichever establishments or whichever landmarks you can go, but for as long as you see the whole of the city in the aerial view, then you have everything. You just got lucky.
This trip was paid by Tourism of Switzerland. Tourism office.
Finally now in Bellevue Square. So this square was being made or being established since 1856. So this one is a town center that is in front or sandwiched between River Lemmat and the Lake Zurich. So opposite side of Bellevue Square, you will see the Riverside. You can admire structures as well, and some of the mountains and valleys here in Zurich, surrounding Zurich. So at the back of me, very nice structures of some important establishments here in Zurich. So if you're up for just staying around here, watching the view, head off to Lake Zurich, just beside Bellevue Square. You will see the whole town at its finest as well. You can feed as well here some swans. There are loads of swans here during the summertime, and you will see a lot of spires from the churches in Zurich city, and the trams as well, and the calm Lake Zurich. Alright, so I'm gonna ask my very good friend here from Zurich, Stefan, if what is his favorite, or probably what is the most significant area here in Zurich that he likes the most.
Oh, that's a difficult question.
What sort of area here that you really love to go every now and then? I mean, most of the time. Because if you ask me, like roaming around, I would probably go on Lake Zurich most of the time. And probably the old town. That one has like impressed me. That one has impressed me so much.
Yeah, I don't know. The lake is like nice, but it's a bit like, if it's like summer, it's like really a lot of people here. So I like more to be like on more silent places. Like I like more the river or like the park next to us.
Okay.
Because there are not so many people. But yeah, there are a lot of nice places. You were already at Lindenhof. That's like really
Lindenhof,
nice.
yeah, that one is nice.
The Landesmuseum, you saw already that building. Like the big one, like next to the main station we saw last time.
Yeah.
It's the Landesmuseum. I really like to hang there with like a book and read a bit. And
that one thing I don't know about him.
Yeah,
that he likes to read
there's like
books.
another place at the river, but it's a bit too far away that we can go today.
Probably
there's like if you go up to the river, like there's like really nice place. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a list, to fulfill, but very nice. I mean, one whole day probably is not enough to like discover the whole city, but we had so much time, when we roam around Zurich, like the main city center. We're going to the Litten, so Stefan said it's like a hipster side of Zurich. So I don't know how hip and cool this place is, but let's see.
Today probably not too much, because normally it's like just if it's sunny, all the hipsters they stay at home. If
it's so
like,
cold today.
Cold.
So let's see.
stay for concerts, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then it
So
was
this
like-
has been there for like 20, 30 years maybe?
yeah.
more
It's
so.
like now new renovated outside.
But that one is still functioning, is it?
Yeah. It's
Still the same function that it functions from before?
Yeah.
Like club and stuff like that?
Yeah, like concerts, stuff like that.
Ah,
and,
okay.
yeah, but it was like really
good to know, good to
one
know.
of the first going in after
Mm-mm.
it's coming out of the
Yeah.
lake of Zurich. But I'm not sure where it's going. Yeah. And we have too much rivers here.
There's no people.
Yeah,
So the hipsters
something weather
place.
is bad, yeah.
Yeah, probably it's because the weather is so cold. There's no people. But you can see the remnants. Yeah. Definitely like a place for hipsters. Sort of. Frau Herold. Yeah? Frau Herold. Frau Herold. Yes, wow.
Yeah, I'm not eating too much cheese, but I started a bit, yeah.
Thank you guys for this one. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we're heading back home later, but before we're gonna go back home, we're gonna have like a try of some Swiss foods. And our guests, Doreen, our host Doreen and Stefan just prepared this one for us. I don't know what we've done to deserve this, but it was really cool, amazing experience, and we're really gonna miss these times that we have in Zurich, and we're so thankful. Thank you so much, Ivana, Stefan, Doreen. Thank you very much for warmly welcoming us here in Zurich. We've got like a very good surprise for you because you treated us really good, and you received us really warmly, and we never really expected that someone from Zurich would ever accepted our request. This is like a small token, for you to like remember the experience, and as I said, for you to remember that once in your life, 2 Filipino friends has come over to Zurich for the first time and left a mark, and it will always be forever in your life. Yeah.
You're a good egg.
Never really tried it on a double decker bus.
Whenever you see that one.
Dankeschön, guys. Thank you.
So sweet.